Awesome. Hey guys. So we are so excited that you can all be here. And if you don't have your screen on, if you are not naked, we would love to see your faces, to put faces with names so we can get to know everybody, because we are going to be together for 9 weeks, you guys. That is like almost 2.5 months. So let's get comfortable with each other. So as long as you're not naked or doing anything crazy behind your screen, we would love to see your faces. So my name is Ashley. I'll just let's introduce ourselves really quick as the 3 coaches who are kind of putting this group together for you guys so you can get to know us a little bit. So my name is Ashley. I have been a coach for 3 years now. I don't even know what number program this is for me, but I love the launch of new programs because it gives you so much energy. And if any of you guys have ever been in the launch of a new program or tried a new program with us, like, you know that just doing these workouts with other women, like the same workout on the same day, we're all at the same pace. It's just so amazing. There's so much energy, and it makes me excited to wake up in the morning to do these workouts because I know that you guys are all going to be doing the same one. So I love doing these new programs and just kind of giving myself some new energy and kind of that boost of like getting back into things. I am married to my high school sweetheart, and we have been together for 11 and a half years. And I have a 14-month-old. So if any of you guys are any other mamas in here, you'll be seeing my daughter quite frequently. We also have 2 dogs. So they pop in to my pictures quite often as well. So you guys will be seeing them. But that is just a little bit about me. And then Joy, do you want to share a little bit about you?
Yeah, so hey guys, I'm Joy LZ and I'm from Tennessee. If there are any other Southern peeps in here, would love to know where you're from. And let's see, I have been a coach for a little over 3 years. Drop where you're from, you guys. I feel like I'm like the minority. I feel like everybody's from like the north, and I love like Southern people. Atlanta! Oh my gosh, Liz! Yay, Liz! You're my girl! Okay, Texas, love it. Okay, it's just so cool that we're all from everywhere, you guys. Like, this is amazing that we can just come together and connect like this. So anyways, I'm from Tennessee, and I am married to my bestest friend in the whole world. His name is Jay. I call him Jaysters. And we don't have any kids yet, but I have been a coach for a little over 3 years, and I am a former teacher. Started my journey a little over 3 years ago with Beachbody, and love these programs. Was out of my comfort zone at first, you guys. So if you feel like crazy doing these at-home workout programs and you think you're not going to like it or it's not going to stick, like, just keep going, because it becomes addicting, and in a good way. So just keep that in mind, because I was a former like non-believer of at-home workouts. And it's just been the best thing for me, having a program, a calendar to follow, and hopping on with you guys in the morning to work out has just been amazing. So that's a little bit about me, and I'll throw it to Jenna.
Hello, you guys. My name is Jenna Bray, and I have been a coach now for 4 years, which is crazy, insane. And I started coaching. I've got 2 kiddos. So I'm married to my husband, Brandon, and we have 2 kids, Bentley, who's now 7, and Paisley, who is 5. And I started my coaching and fitness journey with Beachbody when Paisley turned 1, and I have lost 20 pounds doing this. And what's crazy is Joy and Ashley and all of you ladies in this community connected through this community and Beachbody, and I would not be where I am today. I would not be as happy and healthy and just feel connected, especially more than ever this past year, because of all of you guys. Every single one of your faces who I've probably seen before, and there's some new faces, but I really would not be where I am today in my life without all of this. So just so thankful and happy and excited to start this new 9 weeks together with you guys and go through something, especially in this new year, that I'm excited and get ready to get started with.
Love it. Awesome. So the three of us, you guys are going to see all the time in the group. So we have a lot of fun things planned for these next 9 weeks to keep us energized and motivated. Speaking of energized, hopefully yours came in because you will need it during this program. So I just wanted to go over a few like housekeeping things to make sure that you all have everything set up that you need to be ready for day one on Monday. And I don't know about any of you guys, but I know Jenna and I were just talking about this the other day that like we've been kind of a little bit unplugged from like the end of our December boot camp. We've just been really enjoying time with family this weekend. I'm sure you guys all have family that's home, maybe people who are off of work right now. So it's almost like I'm excited for Monday to come. So even though yesterday was the first of the month and everybody's like, go strong on January 1st, but I almost feel like Monday is our day to like go strong because I'm just enjoying this weekend, ending last year, starting this new year with my family at home. And I'm really ready to start strong on Monday, but there's a few things you need to do to be set up to be able to start strong on Monday with day one of this program. So number one is to make sure that you guys have read through the email that we have sent out to you. So there was a list of things to make sure that you have in that email. So there were things like making sure you have your step ordered. So you need a workout step for this program, and that was in the email. So hopefully you guys have a step either ordered, it's on its way, or you already have it. Currently using mine to prop up my laptop right now for this call, so I can't show you. So make sure you have your step, your equipment is set up, your ball is blown up. I have had some questions about this ball. I don't know how many of you else have struggled with blowing this thing up and keeping it inflated, but I feel like every time I go to plug it up, it like deflates. So my husband just helped me with it this morning to make it much firmer. And he blew, so just a little tip is he blew a lot of air into it, like blow it really, really hard and firm. And then that way, when you go to put the plug in it, a little air releases, but hopefully not all of it, because I had a really hard time blowing this thing up. So make sure your ball is blown up. You have your, I have it right here. You have your getting started guide, which came in your kit. And on the back, there is a place for you to record your before measurements, you guys. So we want you to take those before photos and take measurements, because you're going to hear us talk all the time about how we measure progress in so many different ways. So one of the ways we measure progress with 2B Mindset, the nutrition program that we're following, is by weighing yourself every single day. Okay. It is not to drive you crazy. It is not to obsess over the scale, but if you have worked through those 2B Mindset videos, you will understand the reasoning behind it and how that connects to your nutrition and what you are eating. So if you have not finished those 2B Mindset videos yet, please make sure you get those finished over the weekend so you are ready for day one on Monday. But we measure our progress with the scale, but we also measure progress with our measurements, because sometimes we see the scale doesn't move, but we are losing inches. Okay. We also measure progress with before photos. So taking those photos, and then throughout the group, we are going to ask you to take more progress photos, maybe once a week, definitely at every phase, because this program is broken into 3 phases. So at the end of every phase, we want you to be taking those progress photos so that we can measure that progress in yet another way. And then we also talk about one of our biggest ones we're going to talk about is non-scale victories. Okay. That has nothing to do with the scale, nothing to do with measurements, nothing to do with your transformation photos. It is how you feel, how you fit into your clothes, compliments that you receive, other ways that you feel good from following this nutrition and following the program. So those are all the different ways that we're going to be measuring progress. So in your getting started guide, right on the back, there is a place for you to take your measurements. It only has week 1 and week 9. But I would recommend taking measurements at least at every phase. So that's every 3 weeks. And you can just do that on a separate piece of paper. But here is where you can write down those before and after photos. If this, or your measurements, sorry, if this is your very first program, actually it's all of our first program of the year. So we can all do this. At the end of this program, we will remind you guys that you can submit your before photos, after photos, and your measurements to Beachbody, and you will get a free tank top or t-shirt for completing your first Beachbody program of 2021. So everybody in this group is going to get a free t-shirt or tank top for completing this program with us. And so you will need your measurements in order to submit those to receive your free t-shirt or tank top. So we will remind you guys of that at the end. So very important that you take those measurements and write everything down. You guys also got this giant brag board. So you will want to post this up. I think I saw Joy already had hers up. Posted on your wall or somewhere that you can keep track of your measurements. This is, again, another way that we can track progress, is to see how many rounds we've completed each day, what the weight is that we are lifting. Like maybe you're starting with 8-pound weights, and then next week you find that you're able to be into 10-pound weights, and then 12-pound weights, and then 20s. So tracking your weights and how many rounds you can complete is really important. So make sure you have this beautiful brag board set up so that you can track that progress as well. Make sure we posted in our group the post where we want to see all of your equipment. Okay, we want to see that you have your ball blown up, your step, and that you have your control track put up. If you don't have a door, remember you can attach it to a wall into a stud. And if you need the link for the things that we put on our wall, we are happy to send that to you again if you need to attach it to a wall instead of a door. Let's see what else I had for you guys. Little reminders. The last thing I guess I want to leave you with before I pass it off to Joy for nutrition is just make sure that you guys are leaning into this group and sharing everything with us, because we don't know how things are going for you or what's going on if you don't share it in the group. Because just like we saw at the beginning, how we are all over the country. We are from everywhere, from Tennessee, Illinois, Washington, like we are all over the United States. And the only way that we can help you as coaches with guiding you, helping you to stay on track, helping you to make tweaks to your meal plan to help you get the results that you want for these 9 weeks is when you share what is, what you're eating, what you're doing, how you're feeling in the group. So you're going to see that we share, pictures of our food, our sweaty selfies, things that stuck out to us in the program. And I really want to encourage you guys to engage with each other in this group. Okay. And Jenna's going to talk about that a little bit at the end with accountability, about how we can really take this group and take it to the next level and use this to get our best results, but also to build this amazing community for these 9 weeks that we have together. So that is all I have. I'm going to pass it to Joy, who is going to talk to you guys all about nutrition.
Okay, you guys, so real quick, I just want to touch on the tracker because this is going to be huge for your nutrition. So just in case you guys didn't know this, it doesn't come like spiral bound, the tracker, but you can go to Staples and it's like $5. You can just hand them the whole tracker and tell them that you want it in a binder, and they'll do it for you. And it's so much easier to flip like this. So I've gotten all my trackers done this way. But if you don't have your tracker in the mail yet, you can go on to your program materials, and I just look at the pages, and I usually print like page 13 just because I know that's like a normal tracker page. There's all different kinds of things in this book, right? Like there's this week I want to be, week at a glance, like all that stuff. If you're just waiting for your stuff to get in the mail, you don't need to print the whole thing. You just need some tracker pages to actually start writing down your food. Okay. So I would print like page 13, maybe do like 7 copies just to give yourself enough, time to get everything in the mail. And just start tracking. And if you don't have a printer, just start writing down your food, you guys. We don't want you to be perfect in any of this. We just want you to do the things. Like taking action above all is key. It doesn't have to be perfect. We always say like messy action in the coaching world, like just do it. Whether it's messy or not, just do it, because this is all about habits. And tracking is going to be another habit that you're adding on to your routine every day. Just like going to bed early so you can get up early to work out. Like that's a hard habit that you have to continually do over and over to get comfortable with it and get better at it. Same with tracking. You have to decide on a time that's going to be best for you to track. I like to track immediately after each meal, because if I don't, I usually forget by the end of the day what I ate, because all those little bites, licks, and tastes that I may have forgotten about add up and causes frustration when I step on the scale and, I want to blame everything else except the fact that like I really was eating more than I needed to. And it helps when you write it all down, when you're honest with yourself, and you have that. So think about when is going to be the best time for you to track. keep this in your purse. If you are working and you have an office, maybe keep it in your office desk. If you prefer the digital way to track, that is available as well. If you have an iPhone, you can go to the nutrition app. All of that stuff was in your email that we sent you guys. So you're going to have to find out the way that's best for you to track, whether it's digital or paper version. I honestly prefer paper. I think it's much more effective. I think it's so much better for your mind recognition. Like, it really, really helps when you're actually writing it down and you're seeing it. It makes you so much more accountable. But tracking is going to just be that extra added habit. So I want you guys to start Monday. Even if you want to start now, that would be amazing. But starting to write down your food and being honest about it is going to be key in this To Be Mindset Principles program, okay? And think about your plate it method as well. Like, use the pictures on the side in your tracker to really think about, you know, did I have enough protein at this meal? Did I have enough FFCs? Was I hungry? Write little notes. I like to do that in my tracker. Like, if I know I ate something and it didn't fill me up or it didn't make me really feel satisfied, then I'm going to write that down and I'm going to make changes the next day. That's what this is all about, you guys. Not just to write it down, but to help you make changes and tweaks to what works for your body, because we all have different activity levels. We all have, you know, different body types, metabolisms, all that stuff. So what works for me is not going to work for you. Okay. So you have to be like an investigator of your own body, your own needs, your own metabolism, all that stuff with your tracking. And make sure you fill it all out. Even if it's not filled out the very first day, that's okay. Like, make sure you keep filling it out the next day. Add a little bit more the next day if you forgot to fill out something. Like, just keep adding those layers to your tracker until eventually you have the whole thing filled out, and you're really using it to monitor and tweak for the next day. But also remember, like, stepping on the scale is key with this tracker, okay? Because there's so many different things, as you guys can see on the tracker. It's not just your food that affects your weight loss, right? It's your sleep, it's your water, it's if you went to the bathroom. So, like, you try not to be frustrated if you step on the scale and you're not seeing what you want to see, because your tracker will tell you exactly why you had that gain or you had that loss. And like Alana says, you're either losing weight or you're learning. Like, you have weight loss days or you have learning days. So think about your tracker as a way to learn how to get those wins that give you that confidence and that, like, energy to keep going with your daily habits that you know are going to get you to where you want to be with your weight loss. So hopefully that makes sense. But just tracking every single day and getting in that routine is going to be huge for us to help you guys as well, like, make tweaks. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Jenna. And if you guys have questions about the tracker or the nutrition, hopefully you guys have all watched the videos. If you haven't, get on that, because we're starting Monday and you need to know all about the plate it method, all that kind of stuff. But if you have questions while Jenna's talking, just drop them in the chat and I'll answer those while she's talking.
Thank you, Joy. Okay, guys, let's talk about the group and accountability. This is your group. I just want you guys to all know this is your group just as much as it is ours. We like to keep our groups, the posting open, so that you guys can use this group not only to, like, I encourage you guys over the next 9 weeks to use this group for more than even just, yes, like, we're going to be checking in with sweaty selfies, we're going to be checking in with our food, we're going to be checking in with our shake. But if you guys have something that is on your heart, feel free to go live. I know it's really scary, but, like, or even just record a video of yourself and share in this group. What we share in this group is what we make of this group. And I think these groups can be so much fun when not only just us coaches are active and sharing and going. This is 9 weeks, you guys, of transforming our lives. Like, we're going to go through so many emotions and so many things, and we're going to have ups, we're going to have downs. Feel free to share that, share the good, share the bad, share quotes. I know I love seeing when some girls just find a quote that really just resonates with them or how you're feeling. But we also obviously want you to be sharing your accountability and your sweaty selfie, getting your workouts in. So I encourage you guys to show up in this group every single day. I know we get busy. I know, you know, we work or we have kids or, you know, we're busy. So make sure to, just like Joy says, find a time in your day maybe that works to check into the group. If you forget to take pictures of your food, you guys can always remember to, I know I've seen some people where they'll take photos throughout the day of their food and then at the end of the day post it in the group with a little collage if that's easier for you. It literally takes a couple seconds to pop into the group, you guys, and we are virtual coaches. So yes, we can check in with you, but seeing you guys show up in this group every day knows that you're on track. We know that you're getting your workouts in. We know that you're using your tracker. We don't need to go check in with you saying, are you using your tracker? I'm not seeing your stuff in the group. So we will be, if we're not seeing it in the group, we will be reaching out to you and making sure that you're showing up in this group, because this is how we know you guys are on track and you guys are following the workouts. Also, I encourage you guys to use this group to encourage other people. I know when I started these virtual boot camps, between the time differences and still to this day with the times differences, all the East Coast girls are pushing play, jumping in, posting that sweaty selfie. By the time I'm getting up, I'm already seeing their breakfast. So jumping into the group, just taking a quick scroll, commenting on, encouraging these girls if they've already got their workouts in, motivates the heck out of me to go push play on my workout and start my day off right, okay? So use the group for motivation, use the group for accountability, and just make sure you're showing up and make sure that you're in there so that we know you are on track, getting your workouts in and using your tracker and all the things. Also, you guys, Zoom, I'm not sure who has used Zoom to jump on and work out before. Raise your hand. Okay, everyone who's shaking their head no, or I encourage you guys to do it. So we posted in the group a poll on go find a workout buddy, and our Zoom link, we will share it in the group. You guys are welcome to use it at any time. There should be always someone on in the morning using it, but I encourage you to go find an accountability buddy, someone that you could jump on Zoom with. There are 100+ ladies in this group. I'm pretty sure there's going to be someone in there that you could jump on Zoom with, but we also have a specific, I know us as coaches jump on at a certain time, so you guys are always welcome to, but jump on it, use it for accountability, use it to help push yourself harder in your workouts. I know I love it just because I love working out in the morning, and knowing that I'm going to be jumping on Zoom with other girls is like seriously the best thing and the best accountability. So I encourage you guys to try out Zoom workouts. They're really amazing and great for accountability. So that is all I have really. If you guys, we have about 5 minutes left. So if you guys have any questions, can you guys drop them in the chat, or feel free to unmute yourself. Maybe you have questions on the tracker. Maybe you have questions about the boot camp. Do you guys have any questions? Or Ashley and Joy, do you have anything else?
I would just say, if you guys, sometimes on the weekends, I work out at a different time than I do during the week. And sometimes like I'm like dragging, and I know with this program, it's only 5 days a week, but sometimes I still like to do a little something on the weekends. So if any day you are not working out at your normal time or hopping on Zoom with us, you can always post in the group and say like, I want to work out in 30 minutes. Does anybody else want to do it with me? Because I can almost guarantee if you pop into the group and you're feeling the same way, and you see somebody who said like, I'm struggling, I need to work out, you guys can hop on Zoom together. You can open your own Zoom, or you can hop on the Zoom link if that one is open. Like, like literally any Zoom is fine, but just to have that accountability of somebody else working out with you, like it feels so good. And like Jenna said, there's over 100 girls in this group. Somebody's going to be working out at the same time as you, or you guys can find a time that works to work out with someone. So don't be afraid to post in the group and say like, I missed my workout time this morning. I'll be working out after work. Does anybody want to hop on Zoom with me? And I'm sure that somebody will. And if not, maybe I'll open Zoom and I'll sit and I'll work while you work out, just so you don't have to do it alone. Like you don't ever have to do any of this stuff alone.
And I think between the three of us, there's going to be someone on Zoom between those morning hours of, I know Ashley said 7 a.m. that she jumps on. Joyce, you're about that time too, Eastern, maybe you're 6 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, 6 Eastern.
And then I'm pretty much on between 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time all the way to like 7 a.m. So there is a good chunk of the morning, you guys, at any time you should be able to jump on that link and someone should be on. All right.
And then the last thing I wanted to, I will be posting it in the group in our boot camp. So keep your eyes peeled for this. But something that I did last month with our boot camp was we used the Remind app. So you can get text messages from me if you want like reminders. And last month I sent out like just random ones like Zoom is open, come work out, and I'll post the Zoom link in there on like a Saturday or something. Or I would text out like, don't forget to drink your water, stop and chug. So if you want like little reminders like that throughout these 9 weeks together, I will post a link for you to join the Remind group that I create. And I will just send out like random reminders and encouragement and other stuff. So if you want those reminders, you can join that. So just keep your eyes peeled this weekend in the group for that link.
Yay.
And Liz, I saw Liz's question. It'll be a different one. I'll create a separate group for these girls because not everybody from last month is here. So I will create a new one.
I'm excited.
Yay. Thank you guys so much for hopping on.
Yeah.
This is going to be amazing.
And if you guys have any questions that you think of today or tomorrow, like go pop them in the group. I think we'll turn on posting here soon, maybe by tomorrow, so that you guys can, or reach out to your coach. We're here for you. That's what we're here for. Seriously, like we want to make sure you guys are seriously like ready to go, grocery shopped, meal prepped, ready to go come Monday and ready to kick off this program.
I do see a question in the chat. So as far as the meal plan, there is actually a kickoff meal plan. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There is like a sample meal plan for this very first week, like a jump starter meal plan. It's already been posted in the group, so you can use that for your very first week. But with the To Be mindset, you don't really have to have a set meal plan. You're just learning how to plate up your food. So eventually after week 1, once you start learning the plate it method, you can start creating and hopefully getting ideas from the group, start creating your own meal ideas from that jump starter one, and also the recipes and the meal plans that are in Beachbody On Demand. All that is in your program materials and also in the To Be Mindset actual program. There's tons of recipes there as well. So yes. Yep. All right.
Yay. All right. We'll see you guys' faces in the group here soon.
Thank you guys for joining. Bye, you guys.